Tell me your dreams, they're not as silly as they seem. Tell me your dreams, they're not as silly as they seem. I'm gonna help you make them come true. I believe in you. I believe in you.
Hello. My name is Julie Joy, and this is the latest guidance from the Ascended Masters, Galactics, Earth Elementals, Faery Elders, Angels, and Archangels known as the Collective. They say, greetings, universal co-creators. We greet you on this day of the Mayan calendar's day out of time, July 25th. In these days before the August 8th Lion's Gate and the solar eclipse of August 21st. In these powerful and rather challenging days, your minds and bodies are being prepared to receive downloads of the highest possible frequency of light data that you are able to receive at present. Light particles that work more powerfully than what has reached your planet in millennia. It is so. The Lion's Gate occurs annually, aligning Earth with your galactic center and the star Sirius. Yet this particularly potent alignment in this calendar year will open a portal for outer manifestations to occur with greater ease and in higher forms. It is also a doorway into a level of inner transformation that can only result in the turning of your Earth from the denser vibrations of previous timelines into a far higher unified timeline. There are the frequencies required for ascension energies to anchor fully, not only within Earth herself, but on all who live on her. It is a majority decision. Though not all refer to ascension by that precise time, the majority of humanity has requested and required that shift into higher dimensional living. And so you are birthing that, and all the more powerfully, in these times of alignment with the Lion's Gate and the upcoming solar eclipse. And so, though it may have once been exciting to think of yourselves as a minority fighting for Earth's freedom from the shackles of the old system of enslavement, you are no longer a minority. More than a lift into greater DNA action, as positive and empowering as that is, you are experiencing an intense recognition and reclaiming of your true higher dimensional identities. This is the missing piece, long hidden inside your third dimensional consciousness as you labored within the lower frequency grid for many Earth lives. You are joining now with the consciousness of the crystalline energy grid. This grid runs through and all around Earth in a pattern of sacred geometry, infused with light from the great crystals and special light beings, such as dolphins and whales, and light centers in your galaxy, and increasingly now from the light of your own souls. This is how starships can be powered by consciousness alone, if they are made of materials that react and respond to the consciousness of those connected to them etherically. This is where true intelligence and true plasma-based power and co-creational abilities show themselves in ways that will become increasingly more ordinary to you as you continue to ascend. The crystalline energy grid was fully enabled and empowered in the time of Atlantis. With its increasing awakening and your growing consciousness and subconscious connection to it, you are indeed moving into a fifth dimensional paradigm. As you increasingly telepathically connect with that grid, which enlivens every increasingly crystalline cell in your body, the old energetic traps and shadows of a darker age will not be able to reach you unless you choose to remain there with them. This is indeed a cause for celebration, but be kind to yourself in these energetically demanding times. For much will seem out of control, unplanned, strange and ill-fitting, and difficult some days. The inner and outer shifts that you are experiencing in your individual life are signs that your higher self is releasing all that is no longer serving your higher good nor the good of the planet. Yet you may argue with the discomforts of old pain, old sadness, or old anger coming to the surface. While that is occurring, things that formerly made sense to you, your job, business, or energy practice, your relationships, beliefs, or living space, or some other basic part of life, may all suddenly feel wrong or rather strange, as if you had outgrown them, or as if they belong in someone else's life. Things that once suited you perfectly, your location, your vehicle, your clothing, your food preferences, may now also feel strange as you realize ways in which they are holding you back from your true life expression. Things that once made you angry or feel uncertain about life, politicians play acting, the fits or antics of a partner, family member, boss, or co-worker, or the divisive voices of the media may now strike you as irrelevant and nothing worth even reacting to. All of this divine light pouring into you now is simply divine love. Light is simply love in one of its most transformational forms. And love, as they say, always brings up its opposite. This releasing of all that no longer serves you is the natural reaction of any light-based organism to greater levels of light. This occurs so that when whatever is hitting a wrong note with you now, anything not in tune with your soul strengths, your most true or authentic self, or with fifth dimensional life in general, can come up to the surface to be healed or simply dissolved. Yet it is uncomfortable, strange, and inconvenient, perhaps even upsetting at times. You have called out to your galactic families to show themselves, to help you right the upside down of things on Earth, to aid in your own ascension and in the ascension of millions by engaging with human beings more openly and more often. And you have been answered. You have called out to your soul, your angels and higher self, to wise guides and elders, to creator god or goddesses, the ascended masters, all manners of higher beings with divine love at their core, requiring their support, healing, and wisdom, and you have been answered. And you have called out to your own human consciousness to remember and reclaim its highest origin on a soul level. To express its divinity, any aspect of the divine, so long as it is love itself demonstrating on a daily basis, even in quiet moments of sadness or feelings of loss, even in the confused state that is your greatest growth, and even in this confused state, this is your greatest growth and expansion. And so in these days coming up to great change, we speak to you who have come to be change agents and send you to the light that holds the data of remembering who you are and why you specifically have come here now. Your particular path of not only individual enlightenment, but of greater good. And we bow to you always, though you may feel that you have done little for that moment of recognition. We bow to you for having the bravery to come here and to sift through so many hundreds or thousands of years worth of density, of karma, long accumulated, and now dissolving in the light of the love you now carry for yourselves, your planet, your universe, and one another. Namaste, dear ones. We are with you. We help to carry the tremendous weight of this journey. So call upon us when the day feels too heavy, when the release of the old shadows feel too great a pattern to dissolve. We are here beside you always. The Ascended Masters, Galactics, Earth Elementals, Faery Elders, Angels, and Archangels known as the Collective.